Now, good morning, dear students. Now, welcome to today's class. In our today's class, we'll discuss one more questions related to profit and loss account. As in our earlier classes, we had already discussed the format and one more questions related to profit and loss account. And in our today's class, we'll again discuss the another questions related to profit and loss account. And I hope you all are safe and well. And let's start our today's class with this question. So from the following particulars, prepare a profit and loss for the profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2019. So we'll have to prepare the profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 19, and the information is being given below here in particulars and particulars 2 here. The gross profit which is given 10,52,500. Trade expenses is what your 10,000. Carriage on sales that is 50,000. Office salaries that is 79,000. Postage that is 3,600, office rent that is 37,500, legal charges that's 2,000, audit fee that is what your 8,000, donations that is 5,500, sundry expenses that is 1,500, sorry, selling expenses that is 26,600, discount allowed that is 15,000, lighting that is 3,900, commission received that is 4,200, bad debts that is 6,000, discount that is what your credit balance, isn't it? Credit balance, that means this is discount received, okay, that is 3,000, interest on loan that is 11,000, stable expenses that is 7,000, export duty that is 11,500, miscellaneous income that is 2,500, unproductive expenses that is 20,500, and now this is what your last one, that is traveling expenses 12,500. So with the help of this following informations, that means the gross profit which is being given in this question, then we'll not have to prepare the trading account. The trading accounts informations or the results of trading accounts, that is gross profit being given. So with the help of this gross profit, we'll have to prepare the statement of profit and loss account or profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2019. So let's proceed towards the solutions. I hope you will have understood the questions as I have discussed right now and earlier discussed too, that we all records all indirect expenses in your profit and loss account. The direct expenses will be recorded where in your trading account, and all the indirect expenses, that is administrative expenses, office expenses, selling and distribution expenses, these all are the indirect expenses, and all these indirect expenses will be recorded in your profit and loss account. So let's proceed towards the solutions towards the profit and loss account. So this is what your profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2019. So you just see the format as already discussed in our earlier classes too, that is particulars, amount. This is what your debit side and this is what your credit side. And here we'll record the amount related with your expenses, and here we'll record the amount related to your income. So the first item, that is what your trade expenses, that is what your 10,000. So before starting to record the expenses, first of all we'll record the gross profit. Gross profit which is given 10,52,500 as I have shown in this question, that is 10,52,500, which is here given below. So this is what your 10,52,500 will be recorded here like by gross profit, and then we'll record the items related given in your questions, like to trade expenses 10,000, to carriage on sales that is 50,000, to office salaries that is 79,000 which is given. This is what your expenses, and as I've told you that all the expenses related to particular organization, that will be recorded in your debit side of profit and loss account, and whatever the incomes being received by the entity or organization, that will be recorded in your credit side of profit and loss account. So here we'll record all indirect expenses in your debit side, and here we'll record all indirect incomes in your credit side. Okay, so first expenses is what your trade expenses 10,000, carriage on sales, this is also what your selling expenses 50,000, office salaries, as I have told you that administrative expenses, office expenses will be recorded like this, 79,000 being recorded over here, and two postage that is 3,600 will be recorded, two office rent that is 37,500 being recorded, two legal charges that is 2,000 being recorded, two audit fee that is 8,000 being recorded, to donation that is 5,500, to sundry expenses that is 1,800, to selling expenses, that is 26,600, to discount allowed, this is what your expenses, and it will be recorded in your debit side of profit and loss account, like the 15,000. To lighting, this is what your indirect expenses. If the factory lighting being given, then that will be direct expenses, but here the lighting being given only, so that's it what your indirect expenses, and it will be recorded in your debit side of profit and loss account with the amount of 3,900. And bad debt is what your expenses, that is what your 6,000. To interest on loan, this is what your expenses on which you will have to pay the loan, interest on loan, that is what your expenses of 11,000, and it will be recorded in your debit side of profit and loss account. And now proceed towards the another one, that is to stable expenses, that is 7,000. To export duty, this is also what your duty or taxes and expenses, that is what your 11,500 that you have paid, that is firms had paid, and this will be recorded in your debit side of profit and loss account. To unproductive expenses, this is what your unproductive expenses, and it will be automatically transferred in your profit and loss account. And now the another one, that is to traveling expenses, and the traveling expenses which is given 12,500. और अभी हम लोग होल्ड करते हैं नेट प्रॉफिट के फिगर को. Now let's proceed towards the credit side of profit and loss account. The item that is in your credit side of profit and loss account is by gross profit, this is what 10,52,500. And another item, that is commission received, as I have told you that indirect income will be recorded in your credit side of profit and loss account. So this is what your indirect income, like commission received, and 4,200 that will be recorded in your credit side of profit and loss account. And the another one, that is by discount, as I have told you that discount which is being given in your trial balance, and just beside your discount there is what your credit balance is being given, so it will be recorded in your credit side of profit and loss account with the amount of 3,000. Now the another one, that is by miscellaneous income, so the miscellaneous income will be 2,500. After adding the total credit side of profit and loss account, we'll get the amount of 10,62,500. And here, after getting these all things, there is differences. The differences, that is what your 7,50,800. This is what your net profit transfer to capital account. Okay, so this is what your net profit, and that will be transferred to your capital account or in your balance sheet. And under balance sheet, there is what your two sides, that is liability side and asset side, that will be discussed most probably in our next class. Okay, in next class we'll try to discuss the another topic, that is balance sheet, under which we'll discuss about how to record the things in your balance sheet and how to add the net profit in your capital account. So right now, for the time being, here we'll find out only net profit with the help of profit and loss account. So the net profits figure is what your 7,50,800, and this is what the differences of total debit side and total credit side. So here the total credit side is more than the total debit side, and we'll get the amount of net profit over here. So with the help of these questions, we have discussed how to find out net profit or net loss. So you just try to solve the various questions related to your book, which is given, related to your exercise which is given in your book. So I hope you all are doing or practicing more, and that's all for the time being. Be safe and good luck.